And what I want to get to with this, Bri, is Diddy, right? So, he's real big right now in terms of his trial going on, right? And Bri, you had a chance to actually be in Diddy's presence when you actually was working at the airport, right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, and I had a opportunity as well to be in Diddy's presence in another situation. But I want to talk about your situation. What was your situation like, Bri?
So it was to me, being from Atlanta for one, we from here.
Yep.
We gonna see these artists and these people just doing regular stuff.
Yep.
So for me, I'm at work now. I worked at the airport.
Right.
Everybody come in the city, you got to go through the airport. And just after my job, I would have driving at the time. I would be able to stop in a few minutes and look around, see what's up. So literally, see Diddy by himself, no security, or maybe I can't remember. Very long, But I'm like, damn, what's up? And really went starstruck, but just acknowledge somebody. Oh, hey, ain't you? You know how it is. Where you from? You ain't trying to look. Well, you look just like. You be like, yeah, that me. All right, that what's up, bro? Keep going hard. Shit like that. Just congratulate a nigga, go hard, and I with you.
Exactly.
For some reason, your music or whatever the case may be, whatever you're doing, keep going hard. That's just what, to me, I feel we do from the South. Just show love. Yeah. Nothing in return. Mm-hmm. So it was just it was ice cold, nothing. I ain't mad at him. It just was what it was. Yeah. Hey, I hate he going through what he going through now, but that's
what it was.
That's what it was.
All right. Well, my experience with Diddy was he had a party here in Buckhead, here in Atlanta, at a club called Tongue and Groove.
Okay.
And that night, I'm gonna be quite frank with you. At that time, bro, I want to say you was over in Kuwait at that time. Mm-hmm. At this particular time, our crew didn't really pay money to go in clubs. Mm-hmm. We'd walk up, we knew the club promoters or we knew the club owner, and they just let us in. But this particular night, it was like, it's a Diddy party, Tongue and Groove. You can do regular admission and be with all the people, downstairs, or you can go VIP. And VIP was $100 a head.
Yeah.
Everybody in Hard Hitters that night, we put our money together, $100 a head. We said we're going VIP.
Yeah.
And not only that, we got a section and bottle service that night. And our section was right next to where Diddy's section was going to be. Uh-huh. So we ended up partying that night, having a great time. It's a Diddy party. It was packed out. A lot of beautiful women. All the dudes come out, of course, because they want to be around the beautiful women. And Diddy didn't walk in. And we see it, it's later on in the night, Hard Hitters. At that time, we in the section. And they walk in and they go to their section or whatnot. And a lot of the Hard Hitters guys at the time, our team at the time, they're like, man, Diddy need to know who I am and Hard Hitters. So they go over to the section. He right next to us. It's not like he 2-3 sections down. No, he right next to our section. Yeah. They go over like, hey, we want to have Diddy meet G Money, founder and CEO of the Hard Hitters Productions Incorporated, whatever, and meet the team. And one of his guys just went crazy, like, no, Diddy ain't mean nobody. That type thing, right? Acting like my guys and even myself at the time, like we was groupies. Right? And so, we got routed with it. I'm going to be quite frank. We ain't no groupies. We just need to let Diddy know if you're in the city of Atlanta coming all the way from New York, that's where y'all from, Bad Boy Entertainment, y'all need to know who the movers and shakers down here in the city right this moment. Right? And that's all it was. Yeah. And it got a bit scuffle. Be quite frank with you, we got thrown out, and I think when I saw Diddy and them had to be escorted out, and it was his party. And I actually put up a tweet. I have Tone put up the tweet in this podcast episode so he can actually see back when I put up the tweet about the altercation that happened. Yeah. But what I say is with Diddy, myself, coming up in the entertainment business, it was people that I admire. I admired Master P. I'm going to be quite frank with you. I know they say Russell got things going on with him too, and he moved over to Bali or whatever, but Russell was the guy I looked up to, Russell Simmons. I read his book, Def Jam Inc., when I was in college, why he formed Def Jam Incorporated, I looked up to these guys. Diddy, I'm going to be quite frank with you. Diddy was a guy I was like, okay, he's having success. Jay-Z, what he did with Rockefeller and Roc Nation, all these guys, I was like, dang, they doing their thing in terms of not just music and artistry, but business. Yeah. right? So I look at all these guys, but what Diddy going through right now, man, this is what I say, and whether people, want to agree with me, don't agree with me, that's fine. You know what I mean? What I will say, I'm a guy, I'm not into emotions. I know a lot of women, and I love our black women, and other women of even other races can get very emotional about the domestic, DV. That's what we'll call it, right? Because we're on YouTube. I would say Diddy is a piece of crap for what he did with the DV. What we seen in the video was not the move. But my whole thing is, I'm looking at the charges that they're charging him on. They're charging him on RICO, racketeering, trafficking. As of yet, as us shooting this video, and what I've heard over the last week, I don't see the proof of that as of yet. And that's what I would say, right? I'm not saying I'm Team Diddy, right? I'm not saying I'm Team federal government. What I'm saying is, I have not seen the proof of that as yet. Whatever happens is whatever happens. And, we'll leave it there. But I did want to talk about the experiences of me and yourself. Yeah. Because both of us are being in Diddy's presence and things of that nature. And that's, of course, something everybody's talking about on the internet right now. And some people have never even been in his presence. They even met the guy, and having their opinion. So I just really wanted to talk about that. But